Calling all beings. Calling all beings.
We can't wait to get the damn thing started because we love doing Calling All Beings, and the reason is because we love you, baby. Welcome back to Calling All Beings. I'm your host, DJ.
And I'm your co-host, Boston Bea.
That's right, the famous.
Oh, stop.
Famous Boston
No
Bea.
famous.
I'm going to tell you what, here we go. There we go.
Bloop.
All right.
Just kidding.
The famous.
How's it going?
It's going well. Wait, we can do this too for boss.
Yeah.
All right, welcome everybody. Who do we got to say hi to in here? I know we got some
Oh.
people up in the joint, so let's get it started. The first person in the joint is that Leanne Doolin. Hello, Leanne Doolin. You sound like you're from Ireland or Scotland, for Christ's sakes. Our moderator, the Jewel of Indiana. And by the way, remind me, we need to do a chat again. We need to set up the signal chat with the new mods.
Yeah.
You know, we got the Jewel, we got Captain Jerry Harris.
Yes.
We've got Sarah and Shock and Hara. All right. And what does it say here? The ride is always free, but the cabbies accept the thumbs up. That's true. That is true. And let's see. So that is Linda Mitchell. Hello, Linda Mitchell.
Hello.
How are you, love? And now the special one right here. Renee F11111. Special shout out to Renee. She's been dealing with some difficult medical issues, which I'm not going to share here. But what she described to me sounded like something that I would be very, very frightened if I were dealing with it. So love and healing. And thank you, Renee, for hanging out with us and making us part of your day.
Yes,
Let's see. We have.
you.
Oh,
Feel better.
give her the supermarket market basket. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. The celebrated. And here's Karen. Hi, Karen. Karen D. And we have, look who's here. One of the luminaries.
Yes.
Amy's Positive Pathways, whose daughter will be going to Dean College if I have anything to say about it, and I don't. So there's that. Let's see. And here is the one and only D-Mart.
D-Mart. Hey, D-Mart.
Wow, and there was no accent in there. Okay, fine. No Boston
Okay,
accent.
you want me to say D-Mart.
Thank
Okay,
you.
got
Thank
it.
you very
Okay.
much. Thank you. Granny Debbie, hi. How are you? This Susan. We're talking about this Susan, not the other. This
Exactly.
Susan. Okay. Make sure we get that straight. And let's see. Positive Pathway says, Calling All Beings DJ, I drove by the tavern where the meal of food you and I met this morning. I was at a hotel nearby for a work function overnight. That's awesome. Yeah, I remember meeting you there. It was kind of like towards the end of the night. At the first meal of food. Hopefully, we're going to be doing that again in Match. But here's the rub. This one, okay, so we will plan another meal of food again if you guys want that and want to sign up to do something like that. It will be free of charge. The next thing we're planning in March, why don't you get into that, Bea, and let's do that. And then we're going to say hello to, we have somebody right here. Actually, let me just say hello to this young lady. This is Brenna O'Brien, also from Ireland. Brenna has been instrumental in putting together this next fundraiser. So we're going to get to that in a minute, but I want Bea to talk about the in-person event we're planning for Match, and we're going to talk about the Read Files. Brenna, thank you so much. She's not only become someone that reached out to help book some guests, and she booked us a very high-profile guest that I don't think we would have gotten without her. Actually, now I think we're going to get a second high profile guest as a result of Brenna's work. So thank you, Miss O'Brien. And also, Bea, you're going to love hearing this. She tested me out again by sending me, remember I told you about someone can send me a location and I can feel or guess where that location is? She sent me another photo of a pier and I guessed where it was today. Just a pier. And there was a figure in there jumping off the pier with their surfboard, trying to get at that break. And there's a name for that break, but I called it out. So are you impressed?
Yeah. So where was the bridge?
It's Sebastian Inlet in Florida. So there you go. Thank you, Brenna. All right. All right. So Bea will tell you. Hi, Lizzie. Lizzie's from the Midlands of England, and I believe Ken's here also from Nottingham, England. Ken Hathaway.
Ken's here. Hey, Ken.
Yeah, Ken is here. Yeah.
Wow.
So talk about the in-person event a little bit. Let people know about what that's going to look like.
Well, again, we're in the early stages of getting it put together. It's going to be another in-person event in the North Shore. We'll leave it at that for now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're hoping it's going to be great food. It's going to be DJ. It's going to be some YouTube personalities. And it's a fundraising effort for the Civil Defense Fund. So yes, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And when there's music, there's dancing. It's always a great time.
And when there's dancing, there's Bea. So who happens to be a Zumba instructor in addition to being a prolific dancer. So now I would ask you, you said the food, it's going to be good food. How do you know the food there is good?
Because we've eaten there before.
And how, so what did you think of the food and the service at this establishment?
It was great.
I thought it was fantastic.
Delicious, yeah.
Yeah, the hors d'oeuvres were fantastic. I wanted to eat like a gavone at this event. It was the first time we met Mike Crawford, or I met Mike in person. Nurse Kim ended up showing up later on. And so with this event, the room is just perfect for what you want to do. The bar was beautiful. The service was outstanding. People walking around with hors d'oeuvre trays. Plus they had a table that had a bunch of hors d'oeuvres on it. And then we went through a buffet line for the main course, and I thought it was outstanding. So I think it's going to be really, really a great event. We're trying to line up a performer, and when we get that performer solidified, we'll let you know. That's what's going to distinguish this from other Karen Read events. So look for it in March. We don't care if you're in another state. We still want you to come. Most people will not be flying from as far as I am to come there. But last time we had people from New York, Jersey, from all over New England that came to our last event that you and I did, which was last January 12th. Our last event we did on a Sunday, and it was very, very well attended. This is going to be bigger and better. It's going to be $100, but the money is going to go to Karen Read. Last time they raised $15,000 for Karen Read in that one night. There was raffles and so forth. Bea and I are probably going to be working at the event. We're probably going to be busy bees trying to help out. But last time was just, I thought it was fantastic. It's going to be even better this time with what we have planned that we didn't have last time. So, all right. So, yeah. Yeah, now I guess you could talk. Oh, who did we want to say hello to? All right, let me make sure who we got in here. Okay, so we said hello to Positive Pathways is here. Oh, look who's here. Dennis. Yeah, yes. Speaking of Dennis, this is what it looks like, Bea. So right now, Boston Brandy is away at some tropical location. There's palm trees and there's a beach. My vacation is going to be standing next to Dennis Sweeney with a sign in Massachusetts. You know, probably with a very warm jacket on. So that's what.
Well, March isn't too cold. March is actually that's almost springtime. That's like
all right.
springtime.
So I got that going for me.
You got okay. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Who else? So look who's here. The official attorney of Calling All Beings.
Hey, Val.
Another Diane, hello, is here. And from Nova Scotia, Canada, where the people are very, very friendly, and people have names like Fraser, right? Fraser is a common last name. Fraser. Am I right? Rocker chick. Who else? We have this Susan. What the duck? You know what, McAlberts? If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it's a duck.
It's a duck.
So thank you, Massachusetts State Police Union representative, who said they have accused us. Yeah, the reason we've accused you is because you did it. That's the reason why we accuse it, because you framed Karen Read. Simple as that. Maybe you did. Certainly you didn't, but certainly those idiots that you put in the Norfolk DA's office, embedded them there, certainly they did. And they look as guilty. There is no police agents. Let me just tell you this, Massachusetts State Police Union official. There is no police agency on planet Earth anywhere that wouldn't look at the facts of this case and the manipulated evidence and say, any independent law enforcement organization would say you framed this woman. And you know what? Geez, even a local outfit like the Department of Justice under Josh Levy thought that as well. And you guys gave the big middle finger. So thank you. So that's why that's why this movie says you're guilty, is because you acted fucking guilty. That's just probably why. People throwing your phones away. Tell me when there's been a law enforcement investigation of a deceased officer ever where people weren't brought into interview rooms and interviewed. Ever. Instead, sitting around a sofa drinking fucking cappuccino at the McCabe's house. That's where the interviews took place. And you want us to have faith in this? We're not stupid, okay? You can put out any statement you want. We're not stupid. Okay, I'll calm down now.
There you go. Blood pressure.
Yeah. Also, there's someone else here I want to say hi to.
Yes.
Law Wifey. I got to speak with her. She's also from Canada, just like Rocker Chick. For the love of Jesus. We've got a new member, Bea. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Can I get a what the duck 23? Thank you very much. Who's your favorite 23? Is it Jordan or LeBron? I don't know. What the hell happened? Where's my gong, Bea?
I heard it.
Where's my... Thank you. Okay, that sounds better. All right, what else? Thank you for becoming a member. We really appreciate it. We're very, very expensive at 99 cents a month. So I don't know how you're going to afford this. So here, let's see. Anyone else we need to say hi to here?
Yes, you have to keep going. Michelle's here.
Sherry's here. Hi, Sherry. Good evening. Hyper Bully. Oh, wow. Definitely the star. Yes. There's no question about that. I told her that today. She is the star of the show. Oh, there's no question about that. I said, people want to see you far more than they want to see me. Let's just keep it real here. Okay. Let's see what else we got. And we just kind of want to say hello to everyone, and then we're going to get into the topics that we're going to get into. That we got to Ken. Breezy Girl. Always cool and classy. Thank you, Keb. Breezy Girl, are you from Gulf Breeze in Florida? I'm just kidding. You don't have to tell me. I used to live near there. Somebody I nailed it. Thank you. I know occasionally I get it right, but it's not very often. It's unique. Okay, so my name is from the Maya Kowalski trial. Just haven't changed it again. Okay. Oh, you'll have to tell us. I'm not familiar with that trial. Is this Adam Teeper?
Oh,
No.
yes.
Hi, Adam.
Yes.
It doesn't say, but I see dogs on there. So maybe that's it. Hi, Adam. How are you, sir? I'm glad now that we have two attorneys in the chat, we have a quorum. So that's good.
Yes.
Dynamic duo. I thought you said pair. I might have. Oh my God, we have more new members. You ready, Bea?
Yeah.
Do some shout outs. All right. All right. Now, new member, Renee. Woo! Thank you, Renee. You didn't have to do this. I appreciate that. And this is someone else that gifted a membership. You ready?
Yes.
This is not Donnie Wahlberg. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you, Renee and Donnie Not Wahlberg. They should be, one of the Wahlbergs should be on the event, the Karen Read fundraiser, right?
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Would you mind reaching out to Mark or Donnie and telling them that you're from Boston?
I shall.
Yeah, I mean, what else would they need to know, right?
Right?
Yeah.
And Adam, you have to tell DJ what Mr. Yannetti said about me.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't good. It probably was nothing. I live someone lives 5 miles from Sebastian Inlet. That's where I surfed in high school. It was amazing. It really was. That's where you went in Florida. That was the best break. There's a name for that break right off the pier. I just can't remember the name of it. I don't know if you guys remember what they call that break. Who else is here? Do we miss anybody? I think I get everyone. Oh, there's what he's saying. I think that's for me standing next to him with a sign.
There you go.
And he's got the double flag, so he looks more cool than any of us, doesn't
cool.
he?
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Sometimes it's like bobblehead. He'll turn around and talk to someone, and someone get hit in the head with the flag.
Oh, we got another new member that we didn't recognize.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Breezy Girl. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate you being part of the Cab family. The Cab family. We, let's see, or divorce. Okay. Oh, we have another Kathy here. And she's asking if you're in Melbourne Beach, because that's Brent is pretty close to there. My old stomping grounds up there. Thank you very much, Kathy. Appreciate. It's not Kathy O'Grady, is it? No, because she's with a C. Kathy O'Grady has a C in her name, for God's sakes.
I know. You know what it is that YouTube has changed people's names to their so you don't see their regular screen names.
Okay, so let me talk to Recovery 3. Oh, man, I'm not sure if I'm Recovery Cat. Okay, we don't have a location. We do have a location. Should we say the location?
No.
Okay, we don't have it officially booked. We don't have it officially booked yet, so we're not going to say it. But there has been a Karen Read fundraiser there before, which is why we told you there was a Karen Read fundraiser there before, and we loved it. So, but as soon as we get the date nailed down and the location, we will put it out on here, on everybody. All of us will be putting it out. Nick Rocco, Mike, Brian, JFK, etc. So there we go. So there's that, right?
And then, yes, and then there'll be probably an Eventbrite so you can buy your tickets and all that stuff. So,
yes.
Yeah, we'll definitely start promoting it as soon as we can. And we have it like solidified.
So that's the answer to that, Conland. Hello, Teresa. How are you? Welcome. We wouldn't charge anything to have any kind of a get together. The only reason that we're charging money for this is because it's for Karen Read. Otherwise, we wouldn't even sell tickets. Everybody would just come. And
and the tickets will include the food, just not your alcohol, but it includes all the appetizers and food. DJ, not you, DJ, but
not me.
DJ.
No, somebody that musical. Oh, look who's here! Who we just spoke with today, the legend Michelle Littlefield.
Yes, you are very far. I want you to highlight Adam's message.
Where are we at?
It's gonna be. You're gonna have to scroll.
Beach. Okay. Are we all excited for Proctor's phone dump? Oh my God, am I excited for that? Let me see. Okay. Tell me how far down it is, because I'm way behind. It looks like
you are.
Okay. What part of Alberta? Alberta, Canada. I thought the Leo would be better liars. They're absolutely, they're terrible liars. They really are. They look, I mean, any law enforcement agency would just trash these guys because they look so stupid. If you would hit the like and subscribe, believe it or not, YouTube is telling me that we are plus 108 subscribers for the last 30 days. However, we have the exact same amount of subscribers we had as before we had the Karen Read event, right, Bea?
Yes.
We do. So, I don't know. Oh, Colorado. Woo! That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. You're in the same state as me, so that's good. And we've got a new member, Donnie Netwellberg. Let's see, Windy City of Lethbridge. Oh, wow, that's a cool name. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Let's see. Okay. I'll call them. Thank you. Please call the Wahlbergs and go, it's not for us, it's for Karen Read. It's for Karen Read. DJ, I forgot to renew my membership. I renewed the other week. Thank you, Ken. We do appreciate that. Hopefully it's even cheaper for you. I don't recall Jen McCabe. First Peak. Thank you. I wouldn't have remembered this. That break off of the pier is called First Peak. So unless you were local, you didn't go to surf there. You're a local or you're really good, because I saw violence occur on the beach at First Break. That is super loud, Bea. I can't believe your microphone is picking everything up. I can't believe it.
Me typing? Oh, it is? Oh, because I can't hear it in my...
Oh, and we got a new member. Maria's now a member because, let's see, Michelle Littlefield gifted 10 Calling All Beings memberships. Thank you, Michelle Littlefield.
So you could hear me typing?
I did. I could. I could be audience for sure. And this is for you, Michelle. There we go. You like the gong, huh? All right. And we also have to, Breezy Girl not only became a member, but she then decided to gift 5 Calling All Beings memberships. Thank you very much, my Colorado homie. I appreciate you. I was at, oh, wait, and let's get this. Wait, not that one. Stop. You quiet.
Oh, jeez. You're having way too much fun with this.
And, Breezy Girl, I was up at Keystone yesterday with work. We had a morale trip up at Keystone, and it was pretty cool. It's the first time I've skied in like 15 years. So I was pretty excited. Okay. All right.
Did you find Adam? I thought you were
where's
looking for
Adam Teeper?
No, his message. Yes.
Okay, what does it say? Tell me.
It says, it starts with Bea. So just look for Bea.
I can see you. You're right there. Oh. Hey, Rocca Maria Morelli. Hey, how you doing? We got a paisan up in here like me, an Italian. Hey, how you doing, Rocca? Peabody. That's right. That is correct. Oh, look what we've got here. We've got a bunch of... let's see. Hi, Mur. Welcome back. I am in Sebastian since 1970 or before. Wow. That is wild. Let's see. Okay, Littlefield.
It's at 6:46 my time.
Oh my. Okay, so I'm gonna miss a whole bunch of people here. Okay, cool, dude. Thank me for all I do. No, I thank you for all you do. You guys are the reason I love seeing all the green. Hell yeah. I love it. This is the reason what's awesome about Cat. It's not here, so I don't see it. But anyway, tell me what it said.
Well, all right. It said, beautiful, brilliant mind that should be a lawyer is what David Yannetti said to me on Monday night.
What? Wait a minute.
That's what I wanted you to show. Can you look for it? It's at 6:46. I just gave you the timestamp. That's why I didn't want
it. For mine, it said 4.
Yeah, so 4:46.
Okay.
I was embarrassed.
Look at Bea. Okay. Now we're gonna search for this because Bea wants you guys to applaud. Here we go.
No.
Okay. All right, everybody. Big
Oh,
applause for Bea. Yannetti said that. Okay.
got it. Got it.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What do you want to talk about next? You want to talk about the read? Do you want to talk about the read files, or do you want to
Sure.
talk about the event? Okay.
Probably about the event. Oh, okay.
Okay. All
No,
right. I
that's
can
good.
remove that. I can get another one. Hang on. Let me get the
Clapping for Bea. Thank you, Michelle.
where the hell is that thing?
Oh, thank you, Ken.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to use this one. Oh man, I can't find the one I downloaded. Here it is. Okay. I really like James is the best. Here you go. James's I thought was awesome. There we go. Okay.
Oh, that's
So
actually Nick Rocco's.
no, this is not Nick's.
Oh,
Is
you're
it?
right. You're
This is
right. Actually,
yeah,
you're
the one
right.
that's Nick's I don't think has Officer O'Keefe.
Got
So
it.
all right.
You are correct. I stand corrected.
Would you please talk about this? Oh, Brenna's wanting to know if you'd consider. Let me just tell you this. I don't think there's any chance she's going back to school. Becoming a lawyer. So, all right. She loves her job now, and yeah, I can't
Yeah.
imagine. But maybe you never know. Would you? Would you?
Probably not. I'm too old.
Oh, please. Come on.
No, I mean, law school would be very expensive, and to start a new career after I've been in my career for almost 30 years, it's just a lot.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we have the Karen Read. This is kind of like Stronger Together Part 2. Although, as Mike alluded to on his podcast, on his show rather, they have done many fundraisers on his show. They've done many fundraisers on Brian's show. We don't even have a tally. I just know that in one fundraiser that Brian did, he raised $6,000 in a day. So, which is pretty awesome. Bea, talk about this event.
So this is another event we have planned. We're going to have some special guests, and it's for Karen's Civil Defense. As you know, the Lifetime movie is coming out today. But there's still a lot of work to be done, and she needs our help. Like she said, she thought she was going to be able to, take a break, but the criminal trial rolled right into the civil trial. And there's a lot of experts. There's currently 3 lawsuits. So there's a lot of work to be done, and she needs our help. She's the only one right now, aside from the ice cream truck people, that could potentially be looking to hold somebody accountable for Officer O'Keefe's unaliving, and that she needs our help.
So another way that we can frame this, in addition to what Bea just said, is she referenced 3 lawsuits. So the first thing that happened after when the Read team was basically trying to include in the wrongful death suit the third-party culprits is what caused the defamation suit by the McAlberts, essentially. So they threatened that. After they threatened it, it was within days, I would say under a week, that Karen's team then filed suit in federal court. Because obviously they all wanted to do all the cases at once in the local court. So you might say to yourself, well, why? Why would we, why would they want to do that? Well, to give you here's another question that you could ask. And I also want to say thank you. Oh yeah, I said thank you to Miss Littlefield. That was amazing. Mary Malaki is here too. Mary Malaki from Chicago. How's it going there, Mary? We love everything out in Chicago. All right, so here's the thing. You might say to yourself, why is this important and how? And I would say to you that the McAlberts find this so important that even the suggestion, hi, Ruby, of trying to bring the third-party culprits into the wrongful death suit, which then caused a threatening of a defamation suit, which then caused Miss Read to file in the in the Massachusetts state court, which they then pushed that off and remanded it to federal court because they said they didn't want to handle it. Now, why would that be the case? And it's because the McAlberts don't want cameras in the courtroom to see them cross-examined by the likes of an Alan Jackson. Okay. So I've got something in the chat. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bea. I will get that in there.
I was pasting it there for me. Somebody asked for the defense fund, so instead of going back and forth, let me
get it to you right now. It is right here. There it is. So there's the Civil Defense Fund right there. So if you go to Pay It To, or if you Google Karen Read Civil Defense, it will take you to this one. If you just put Karen Read Defense Fund, it could take you to the old one.
And can I just highlight one quick thing?
Sure.
The night of the fundraiser on December 19th, Karen Read's fund was just over 10,000. As we stand here today, and again, I'm not trying to take credit for everything, but again, it's bringing the awareness of why she needs these funds. And but right now it's at 36,218. So it just goes to show that, by speaking about it, by having these fundraisers, it just helps bring the awareness. And her defense fund is thriving now. Within what, like 3 weeks that it's been. So every little bit helps.
Before you said the number, I could have done this. So remind me to use these sound effects where appropriate. So, all right. So,
thank you, Adam. Adam just gifted some membership. He's making it rain over here, and Positive Pathways.
Look at, man, you guys.
Wow, you guys are so nice tonight. Thank you.
You are. Look at that.
Well, you're nice every night, but extra generous on the Saturday night.
Oh, look how Bea she just saved herself. Thank you, Positive Pathways. I know you've given memberships on the show many times. And thank you, Attorney Adam Tieper. Okay. So, is somebody, what's this? Okay. So justice for John O'Keefe. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And this is the way to get that justice.
Yes. And so again, getting to this theme here is that why do you think this is important? Well, the McAlberts think it's important because ever since the Read team tried to include them as third-party culprits in her defense of the wrongful death suit by the O'Keefes against her, that all these things have happened. Now there's a McAlbert fundraiser that has over $100,000 in it. I am sure that most of that money is from the McAlberts. There's no question that they didn't organically go to the community and raise all that money. And then they went and threatened a defamation lawsuit, which I believe is now filed. So, and now they've started a YouTube. There's a McAlbert's YouTube. So we've gone all this time since 2022 without a YouTube. And now all of a sudden the McAlberts have started a YouTube. So, obviously they think this is very, very important that the truth about them will come out. And this is their defense to it. There's also a billboard up. So they have a billboard, they have a fundraiser, which we know they funded, and we have a lawsuit that they filed. So we also got, we got more. Okay. After Positive Pathways, Ruby from Australia.
Thank you, Ruby.
Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your support, man. You're an absolute tiger for Karen Read there. My favorite new sound effect.
You're gonna drive us crazy with that.
I'm planning on driving you guys crazy. Thank you very, very much, ma'am. We appreciate you. We almost got to talk to Ruby. We were pretty close.
I know.
We almost did. Yeah, we talked to Brenna. I got to talk to La Wifey, You haven't yet, but she's got the cool Canadian accent. So yeah. Yeah, any of you guys that want to have a cab three-way call. So especially you members, we love doing the cab three-way calls. We always have a ball, and I can't tell you how many people we should have a list, right?
I know. There's been a lot.
Oh, dozens of cab three-way calls with content creators, fans. We had one with Michelle Littlefield today.
Right.
So, we love fuck them. Excuse me. Hell yeah. Lisa Oaks is here. Hey, Lisa Oaks.
Hey, Lisa.
Welcome. So I think we've hit that. Somebody named Stan is here. Oh, Standing Stones.
Oh, yes. Stan Stones.
Hi, Standing Stones. Standing Stones is here if we're doing Bigfoot, if we're doing UFOs, if we're doing paranormal, if we're doing the financial episodes. It's a girl. Is it a girl or a guy? No, it's a guy.
It's a guy.
It's a guy. Yeah. The Standing Stones is here. So thank you very much. We appreciate that.
And I saw a compliment about the financial episode. Somebody had said that they enjoyed it. And
okay.
It was our pleasure.
Let's talk about that real quick. The financial episode. Let me put this up on screen. Give me a second, my friend, so I can add this one to the stage. Oh man. I hope I have it. Is this it? No. Oh, I'm going to be so mad if I don't have it, Bea.
I can send you the picture.
Oh, here it is. Here's one.
Okay.
Here's one. Okay. This episode was fire. I think what I ended up doing is I might have turned that font green, but this episode was fire. That right there you see is famed content creator Misdemeanor. She has been in the banking industry for, she won't tell us how long, but a long time. Probably, if Bea's been in there 30 years, she's probably been in
she's
there.
also been around the 30-year mark. So that's why we said collectively we're at 90 years. 90
years. And that is Colleen Egan of Harbor One Mortgage in Boston. And the amount of knowledge that these ladies had was unbelievable. I mean, there's stuff that I've never heard of, stuff I didn't know, things, calculations I need to make about my own finances. Plus what I've learned from Bea about buying a car. I now have a great car because of what she taught me. And I didn't go out and spend money on a new car. That car, I'm like a little over $2,000 and it's going to be paid off. And it's a 2024. I've just gone to 36,000 miles on that car. But when I got it, it probably had 26,000 miles. So yes.
And I mean, if you're trying to get yourself into a nicer car, maybe why take a hit on the depreciation? It's still going to be new to you. They're going to make it all shiny and pretty. Mm-hmm. So why pay, the MSRP if you can take a hit on you don't have to take a hit on the depreciation. So
like what you were saying the other day, I mean, you were talking about driving it off the lot and the depreciation. You drive your vehicle off the lot, you go hiking once with your dogs or something. And get that is a used car. I don't care if it has 75 miles on it or if it has 27,000 miles on it. That is a used car. And like she said, it's just barely broken in. So I got a car for, what was it, in the 20s, in the late 20s, a $29,000 car. And when I traded it in, I only owed him $10,000. And I got basically a new car. Right. If I would have gone brand new, it was $44,000 plus tax, period.
Right. So that's almost half the price. And you barely 29,000 miles or 26, whatever you said. It's not that bad. I mean,
it's nothing. Yeah.
It's nothing. So,
all right, let's see. All right, let me get this off
and
the screen.
D-Mod, thank you. Because he said that he's already passed this information to 2 other people and he didn't take credit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. And how about Yuri promoting? Okay, so let's talk about this. So I ended up debating one of the McAlberts this week about some of this stuff. And remember, I bullet pointed a bunch of things that they couldn't answer. They don't have an answer for us. They don't have an answer. They don't have an answer for why they threw the phones away in the manner they did. They don't, why Higgins saw the need to go on a military base and take a wire cutters to his SIM card and throw it in one dumpster and the phone in another. They don't have an answer to that, but he knows that he was on camera. He probably was on camera driving around and doing something, getting out of his car, throwing something, and they probably asked him about that. And he knows the feds, if they're asking you, it means they already know. They're not going to ask you questions in a lot of cases they don't know the answers to. Somebody had an issue with the fur baby. I'm not sure who it was. But let us know about that. Teresa's saying hi to Dennis. Thank you, Ruby. Mary Malaki saying thank you to Ruby for the membership. That was very kind of you, Ruby. I think Positive Pathways gave another. Is that not? What is that? I'm getting confused. I know Positive Pathways gave 5. I thought she gave another 5 earlier. I'm confused, but thank you, Positive Pathways. We appreciate you. Just remember, the one thing that's important, make sure your daughter goes to Dean. That's all that matters. I'm just kidding. Dean College, Franklin, Massachusetts. Lisa loved that. We're hearing that was fire. Brenna loved it.
Yes.
Brenna O'Brien.
And I am also working on getting another financial episode. We're gonna address a big topic of concern. So I think we will be able to bring another episode together there shortly.
Yeah, and that one. And I think we can add a couple topics in addition to fraud to that one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we might be related. You are so cool. And like nothing bothers you in your beat. Oh, look at that. Yeah. If you were born in Cuba, you can be related to the now Boston Bea. My dad told me, so you want to double your money, fold it in.
That's true.
Bea is wicked smart. I already passed the car info. Yeah. And Valhalla Law, the official attorney, says, Bruno Mering tip. I wasn't sure if the way I said it made any sense. Val, you make a lot of sense. Come on. Ruby's awesome. No kidding. Never buy a new car. So Ken also is not doing it over in England. I could imagine with the VAT tax and everything else over there in England, it must be like ungodly expensive to buy a new car there.
Yeah, gently used.
Exactly. Gently used is the way. Yes.
And you can get yourself too. Like my vehicle, it was a certified pre-owned, and they extended the warranty for to 100,000 miles. So it's like they do it, make sure that it's up to par.
All right, I wasn't as smart as Bea because I didn't get the warranty extended without paying, or they wanted me to pay for it.
So you never pay for the extended warranty. Disclaimer.
Yeah.
No, that's just a money grab.
Okay, I didn't, so I'm glad. So
yeah,
I wish I would have gotten that done. But basically, what the premise is, Granny Debbie, is that instead of going in and trading your car in on a brand new car, you can find ones where you can get the low rates, like say it's within 24 months old. This is what Bea taught me here. Then you go and you negotiate that price and you trade it in, and all the major depreciation on the car has already occurred. So like I said, it would have.
Oh, sorry. No, I was answering. I was nodding my head for Stone. Sorry. He asked a question. He asked if there was a difference in tax if you lease, and no, it isn't. It's excise tax. That I don't know. But regular tax, it would be the same.
Yeah. So anyway, so it really, if you smoke in it minus another 5,000. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Don't smoke in your car. My first car I bought was in 1975 and it was $150. Chrysler. That's awesome. Love my pre-owned car. Absolutely. That's the way. I don't see myself buying a brand new unless I like hit the lotto or something.
Right.
There are a few cars we talked about, like, okay, if you're in the market for something, and please, this is getting very specific now. If you're in the market for something like a Toyota 4Runner, or a Toyota Tacoma Tundra. Those cars have an insane amount of value even when they're like 2 years old. Insane. So there are certain cars that you're going to be better off buying that car new than you will used, just because you're going to pay what, 5,000 less for one that's 2 years old with 60,000 miles on it than you're going to pay for a new one.
But that goes to show you, that speaks more to the type of quality that Toyota and like Honda has. Because of the depreciation is not as quick as other vehicles. That's all I was gonna.
That was cold. Look at her picking on my Hyundai. No, the thing is that it's whether, even though it speaks to the value for the purposes of this discussion,
Right.
we're telling you that you are not going to make out big if you go and buy a couple 2-year-old or so 4Runner or Toyota Tacoma or Tundra. You are going to pay very, very close to what it would cost you for a new one.
Right.
So in that case, Bea, you would, if you have to have that vehicle, like that's all you're going to get, would you then agree that you would get a new one, or what's your stance on that?
Obviously, I would say yes. If it's only a $5,000 difference, then yes, I would want the one with 0 miles. Let's just say, but
10.
Huh?
Or let's say if it's 10, but it has like 40,000 miles on it, and it's $10,000 difference.
I probably wouldn't. I'd probably go for new. But like the differences I'm talking about is that I've been able to buy vehicles that were close to $60,000 for less than half the price at a couple years old and only 20 to 30,000 miles. So that's where it's like I'm getting a value, because for a vehicle that's 2 years old, I'm getting it for half the price. So it allows me to get into maybe like a better brand vehicle or a luxury style vehicle that I wouldn't have been able to buy it at the 60,000, but I can buy it for 30.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, she got the Jaguar. So please, let's give it up for Micah Raj. Thank you for becoming a member of Micah Raj. All right, I don't have that. Let me see if we can get this. Oh, wait. Come on.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna laugh every time. It already came through. It's.
Thank you, Micah Raj. Welcome to the Cab family. Let us know what you want to talk about. Okay. So I think we got everything. Oh, there you go. There's another Hyundai owner. What's up, Holmes? But that's in Australia. That model wouldn't even exist here. Just like Toyota has models that you won't even see here. So my second lease, retired. I live in the mountains. Need a solid, reliable vehicle. A car always like DJ. That's what's up, Holmes. Bear Den. Okay, I don't know if you're in Colorado also, but man, some of the roads I was on yesterday, is scary going through. What's the name of that pass? I can't remember. It was pretty scary. Okay. Do we want to get back to true crime? If anybody has something, Subaru, I love Subaru. I love them. Those are amazing. DJ happened to be with the Subaru I just bought. New would have been about the same. Yeah, exactly. There's some of those with the Subaru too. The Subarus, I remember being in Cleveland, and when I moved to the Cleveland area to work for like a year and a half or whatever, we needed, obviously, there's a lot of snow, and I didn't have an all-wheel drive vehicle. So I started looking at used Subarus. You cannot believe that an old Subaru, you're talking 85,000 miles, you're going to get them, and they were not cheap. They really were not cheap. I think we ended up I think that's where we got into a CRV that I got at a decent price that was older. So, I would too. I would love to have an Aston Martin as well. If of course he's British. He's going to go for James Bond drove an Aston Martin. So
I know, after having Miss Demeanor on, I ended up looking. I was like so curious. I'm like, oh, Maserati SUV. I
want a Maserati too.
But you know what? The shape of the vehicle is almost like the Jaguar. So I was like, oh, okay. Then that's okay. I'll keep my little animal.
Yeah, it just has an Italian flair to it. That's all. But it's a great car. And even my brother's talked about this. My brother makes a lot of money. He's like a millionaire. He could afford whatever, but when you start talking about like the Lamborghini SUV, some of the really, he's like, it's so stupid. He goes, why would you, like, you could buy, a Ford Explorer will do the same job that you're going to get in a Lamborghini. Why? Because then, you're going to worry about driving in the snow and getting salt on it. It's just,
And that's why
it
he's a
just,
millionaire, DJ, because he doesn't spend his money frivolously.
no, when he picked me up in Connecticut once to go out to dinner, he was driving a Honda Fit. He was really big on driving around the Honda Fit.
That's why he's rich.
Yeah, I mean, he does, but he does have, he bought a new Corvette when you couldn't get the new mid-engine Corvette. I think he bought a Z06 and he kept it for a few months. He drove it and then he sold it for what he paid it for. He had a Lamborghini. I don't know if it was a Huracan. He bought one of those. He drove it for a few months and he sold it. So, but he'll buy something he keeps in mint condition and then he'll sell it for whatever he bought it for. He's that kind of guy.
Right.
So he does spend money, but generally he doesn't. He feels like with an SUV specifically, a sport utility vehicle is made to do some very specific type of things. You might be in, like mine goes off road. Just, I have to. I live in Colorado. You're going to be off road. I put my pets in it all the time and we go hiking, so it gets dirty. Now, why the hell would you want to be driving around in a Lamborghini SUV or even Miss Demeanor's car, her Maserati? She said the car is something like 4 years old and has 26,000 miles, or 5 years old. So that, she doesn't really drive the car. There's no depreciation. She can keep it for another 10 years.
Right.
So,
and I work from home. So typically I'm not doing a ton of driving unless I'm going to the standouts or driving down a nacho night. That's when I do most of my driving. Has been all Karen Read. Karen Read.
You commute from your bedroom to the office and to the bathroom in the kitchen. So,
but yeah, that's where I've spent most of my mileage, is going to Karen Read related events.
Doubt. Everything's an hour away from her, an hour and a half. Hyperbole says I got a Hyundai Elantra, 100K on it for $400 3 years later. Wow. So Hyperbole bought a Hyundai Elantra for 400 with 100K on it for $400. 3 years later, has 140K doing concrete in and out of the city without a care in the world.
That's awesome.
That's the deal. That's the way to do it, man. That's what we need. The car that there's certain cars that you get rid of that you never get over it. Mm. I traded in her Honda. It was like an 04, maybe 04 CRV, I traded that in on like a Kia Sportage or something. I'll never get over that. I got rid of that Sportage as quickly as I could. And there was nothing wrong with it. I wish I wouldn't have gotten rid of that CRV, because if you come around here in Colorado, anywhere between a 2000 and 2006 CRV, they're everywhere still driving on the roads. That's the one that got away. I'm a dummy.
Yeah, I would have never advised you to do that. A Honda CRV, to trade it in.
Don't. It's a long story. A long story. All right. Who else do we? Okay. Renee says, I have to start dialysis. Thank you, love. I didn't want to tell people what it was, even though Renee shared that with me earlier. She's been suffering. She was in ICU, and everything. So, this is a result of another disease. So, thank you, love. Thank you for paying attention to us. I drive a Range Rover daily, so Hyundai is great on gas. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think I got 33 miles yesterday driving from my house up to Keystone, 2.5 hours, Keystone ski area in Colorado. Bea 21. There you go. Just like you. She's got a 21. Grand Cherokee got it used. Hell yeah. That's what's up. All right, man, we're going to make this. Oh yeah. Adirondacks. Woo! That's my state right there, New York, baby. Let us know, Bear Den 26. any Bigfoot sightings that you have heard of. Anyone you know, we want to hear about it on this show. We are really into Bigfoot on the show. All right.
And also buying it, going to the dealerships towards the end of the month.
DB5 is talking about Aston Martin. Sorry.
Oh, and also, yeah, I mean, also towards the end of the month, they have quotas they have to meet, and that's when they usually, they want to get rid of cars and meet their quotas for the end of the month.
Yeah, that's how it worked with me. I got a really good trade-in on my Subaru I have my car is a CRV hybrid XSE, and they gave me a really good trade-in value for my Subaru. Kind of regret it now because it seems like it would have just been perfect for Colorado, but it was the problem with my Subaru is it was a hybrid, and I didn't know when the battery was going to go bad. I think I should have, in hindsight, maybe I should have kept that Subaru. So maybe I'm a bit of a dummy, but I do love my RAV4 hybrid, and the gas mileage is insane. I'm getting, what I get in the last tank, like 47 or something. I mean, I get insane gas mileage with the RAV4 hybrid, and it's all-wheel drive also. So worst Caravan was a Dodge Caravan. You know what? They're very highly rated, but you might have gotten a bad one. So many Tesla trucks around here. They're Sherman Tech. Yeah, they're not very good looking,
They're
but
so ugly. Oh.
Yeah, some people like it though, just because it looks.
Oh my God!
Neat,
it looks it like, first of all, there's no, like, it's like, it looks like a tin can, and it looks like the mirror, like, it just looks ugly. I can't imagine what it looks like. I don't even want to know what it looks like inside. It looks so awful on the outside.
Yeah. Oh, I think the inside, it must be pretty cool. It looks like a pretty powerful truck. Brenna is probably throwing up prayers to Renee right now.
Yes.
Cash money should have plenty of. Okay.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm a Rogue girl. So it's a Nissan Rogue. They're a cute car. Can't wait for my daughter to get her license so I can give her mine and get a new one. Yeah.
That's what I did. Yeah. That's what I did.
How was skiing at Keystone? Okay, so I fell once and didn't break anything, and my partially replaced knee worked really well. So I was really happy with how it went. And my work, we're doing another trip there in February. So it's not too long. 3 weeks away, I'll be back there again. One love to you, Renee. DJ, do you watch Expedition Bigfoot? I have watched it before. Not my favorite. A lot of the TV shows are not my favorites, but I do have some great podcasts I listen to that are Bigfoot related. What else we got here? Lots of love here. You guys have just got so much love. What a beautiful group of people. Have we said to JBZ18 hello? And have we said hello to Lydia Buchanan? Hello, Lydia Buchanan. I love your last name because one of the Tri-Village area where I grew up is Montrose, Buchanan, and Verplank. So I love that. I love your last name. On 83 Turbo 5-speed Caravan, I'll take it. An 83 Turbo 5-speed Caravan? I didn't know they had a 5-speed Caravan. Okay. Completely off topic. I'm curious. Okay, go ahead, Bea.
So we met at a fundraiser last year. It was Turtle Boy's Halloween party. Everybody was in costume. So everybody was somebody from the movement. Not from the movement, excuse me, from the McAlberts. And DJ walks in and I go, "Oh, you look like the guy from Calling All Beings." Because I thought it was somebody like copying him. So he's like, "No, it's me." So it's really me. So anyways, I showed him around. I'm like, "There's a lot of cool people here. I'll show you around," because he was by himself. And then I introduced him to a lot of people in the community and different content creators. And it was a cool experience. I told him about Just En Route's story. And he offered to have Jen and I on. And how many days after did we come on? Just a couple of days later.
Yeah, it was like 5 days later or something like that.
All of a sudden, I go from that to, oh my gosh, we're going on a YouTube show. So
Yeah, well, she was telling me about all these people that would be great on the show. There was a couple of different people she was telling me that were dancing on the dance floor, and I said, I think you'd be great on the show.
and I was like, no, nobody knows me around here.
Yeah. Yeah. Now everybody knows her because she has talked to every big player that's in this community now. She has spoken with that person. So I knew after she came on in the spirit that you see here, I just knew she was going to be great on air. Now she's hosted shows, her own shows, co-hosted with me. And after a few episodes, I was like, yeah, well, I'd like you to be my co-host. And she's like, okay. And that was that. And it was, we've been friends ever since. So
yeah, I was very shy when I started. I think I was so scared of like the YouTube exposure, and like the fact that I live in the state that we're like sitting here complaining about. So it was kind of awkward. I was like, oh my gosh, like the bad people are still out there.
yeah, I mean, we could 1989 Honda, great car. We could get into, Ken, check Ontario Sasquatch. Ken, I would recommend, there's one I'm going to recommend to you, and it's called Sasquatch Theory. Let me see if I can get this. Sasquatch. It's so funny how they've marketed Sasquatch. If they only knew how much people were merchandising and marketing their okay, so this is this is his website. So I want to share this with you guys. Let's see. All right. Let me share this with you guys. So this gentleman's name, he's a colleague of ours from he is from where is he from? Missouri. Sorry. He's from Missouri, and his name is Miguel Ramirez. And Miguel is doing some of the most outstanding. So you can hear him on YouTube if you just YouTube Sasquatch Theory. If you go to any of your podcast purveyor, you can get him. And Miguel is doing some of the best work. He's not only interviewing people, in some cases, he's going out to their property and speaking with them at their property and showing that, looking at what they've oh man, I've got Proctor on screen now. You guys don't want to see that. Well, actually, you might want to see that. Sasquatch. So I just feel like the people that he's getting are just that good, in my opinion. So I highly recommend that you go. Let me go to this. Yeah, let me play this for you. I think we should play some Miguel. Let's do that. Hang on a second. A sec. Okay.
But I was still shaking my head in disbelief.
Can you hear it?
Sasquatch Theory is a place where people can share
Can you make that bigger?
experiences.
Yeah, I'll try.
In 2019, I was presented with strange activity coming from the depths of the forest.
No, I can't.
I was
okay.
trying to figure out if this was.
Let me see if I can do it this way.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That works better.
Sasquatch Theory is a place where people can share their encounters and experiences. In 2019, I was presented with strange activity coming from the depths of the forest. I was determined to figure out if this was trespassers or paranormal activity. I later caught a glimpse of a Sasquatch creature that got up and walked off into the forest. You would think a person would be convinced after having that awe-inspiring sighting, but I was still shaking my head in disbelief. So I began researching the woods more and more every day to confirm what I had seen. My brain could not categorize what I encountered, even though I know what I saw. Weeks after that encounter and going out into the woods every day, I began to lose hope and thought that my attempts were useless, when in a blink of an eye, a black shape on all fours moved through the woodline. It was a juvenile Sasquatch. conical shaped head, jet black, and covered in fur. From that day, I was hooked. I began connecting with people from all around the world to discuss the topic of Bigfoot. I wanted to find a way to document everything I've seen and all the information I've come across. Sasquatch Theory is a place where you can talk about your encounters. I respond to emails, phone calls, and travel to active areas to research these hominid creatures. If you believe you have Sasquatch on your property and have a story of your own you would like to share,
See
please
that?
contact me.
Bea,
People
did you
should not
see
live
that tree
alone in the
structure?
dark with the fear of being
Yeah, with the
should
sticks.
not live alone in
Yep.
the dark with the fear
Yep.
of being ridiculed.
I saw
for what
it.
you truly witnessed. It is our
Yeah,
duty to
they'll
spread the
bend 'em
truth
over
about
like
cryptid
that.
creatures and the paranormal activity that is associated with it. If you enjoy listening to Bigfoot and cryptid encounters, then Sasquatch
There's
Theory
another
is the place
structure.
for you.
There's another one. See how big? Some of them are quite big.
So are we saying that they built those?
Yes. Yeah.
I wonder
some
if
of
they do
them-
it to create like barriers.
Well, let me. Some of them are big enough to where a human couldn't pick them up. If you try to pick up trees in the forest and move them, you couldn't do it without heavy equipment or something like
Right.
that. So I recommend you go and check out Miguel Ramirez and his channel, Sasquatch Theory. That's how much I think of it. Sasquatch Chronicles has been around, and obviously Bigfoot Crossroads, Matt Knapp's channel. We're a big fan of. Guess what? We got another one. You ready, Bea?
Yes.
You ready to applaud?
Oh, thank you, What the Duck.
Thank you very much for that $10 donation. We really, really appreciate that. That was really dope.
It's going to make me laugh every time. So we're
Love that.
coming up on the 8:00 start time for the Karen. Yes.
Okay, let's all right, so the read files. Take it away, Boston.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was.
Blip, 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 blip,
Well, you usually tell me when I'm taking it away, not just silence.
blip, 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 blip. I'll get you that, Ruby. Give me a sec. I'll get that queued up for you, buddy.
So the read files is along with Nick Rocco, along with Karen Read and Alan Jackson. They're starting their YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. They should be getting started here shortly. And it's going to be amazing because we're going to get to see things from their perspective. And it's something we haven't seen up to this point.
Let me just put this in the chat for
Oh,
Ruby.
sure.
This is for Ruby. There you go, Ruby. Let me put that Sasquatch Theory. There we go. Okay, this is it right here. And he's outstanding, and he's doing some of the best work. Wes Germer of Sasquatch Chronicles, and obviously our friend Matt Knapp has been doing it for many, many years. Ken was asking if I've been out. I've been out on a few. I want to go on more, but I think Jim's, you're welcome, Ruby. The one that Jim, yes, it's also on podcast Standing Stones. You can find him on Apple or Spotify or whatever your podcast purveyor is. You can find Sasquatch Theory. I've been out a couple times. Jim invited me to go, but I think it's like $3,000 to go on his. So I think I might be, I think I might be going with just like finding another researcher in Colorado and go camp out with my own stuff. So people have said that should we go out together and do it? I have a feeling our spouses probably wouldn't want us to go camping together, but I'd be up for it. It would certainly be funny for sure.
No, they're not starting today. No, they're starting soon. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, they just, it's a lot of, to set up a YouTube show, DJ makes it look easy. I just show up with, makeup ready to go, and he does all the behind the scenes stuff, and there's a lot to it. That's why. So anyways, who created, they had it specially done.
Yes.
Yep. And it's trademarked too. That's why it has the TM next to it.
Yeah.
So.
I can find out for you, Brenna, because we can ask Nick.
Yes.
If you're interested to know, we can certainly get that for you. And hopefully, by the way, you're going to come up to our in-person event in March, Brenna. come up from Florida. You won't be the first person who's done that for a Karen Read event. So, Nick's there. Hey!
Oh, there you go. It's going to be worth the...
Yeah, hold on. We got to do this for Nick Rocco. Here we go.
Which one? Oh, there you go.
And Brenna wants to know who made that logo, Nick. And also for Nick Rocco.
Alan Jackson did. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Look at AJ, man.
That's awesome.
We got to get this for Nick Rocco. No, wait, this one here.
It does look like the Looney Tunes.
Hey, Nick Rocco, my man. So, yeah, I got to speak with Nick today. Dennis Sweeney, the legend, is here. Brenna is going to come up. Brenna is the one who has helped us out with this event to get, she helped us get some high profile guests. But I spoke with Nick today. They're going to professionalize this podcast. So this is not going to be a ham and egger like me. It's going to be a professional podcast that's done with this YouTube audio. So you guys can expect to see something that's a little higher level than what I do. And of most of the creators we have in the Karen Read Massachusetts Justice, I'm one of the few, if any, that does a podcast as well. But it's not really a produced podcast. It's really just me taking the audio and putting it on podcasts. So lots of love for Nick Rocco here, as one would expect. And look at this right here from Michelle Littlefield. Hey, Nick Rocco. So Nick is the man. Let me say, you see a guy like Nick Rocco, or you see him walk into court with Karen or walking out, and you don't really get a sense of the man himself. And he's not a loud person. He's not a mouthy person or a self-promoter. He's really a person that is exactly what you think that he is. You say, this is a guy, this is a man who's about Karen Read. This is somebody who is a staunch advocate and a quiet professional. And that, in my experience and my many years of dealing with many types of people through what my endeavors have been, Nick is just exactly that. And every time you speak to him, you hear a professional who's focused on doing something, on moving the ball forward for Miss Read. And in my opinion, one of the things that I value more in life than anything is friendship. And the way I think Karen Read found herself, no matter what happens to her in her life, she has found a lifelong friend in Nick Rocco. And when Nick is in his 50s, he and Karen will be sitting down somewhere with Jenna and having a dinner or having a coffee or an espresso or something and just talking about what they did together. So your thoughts about Nick? You've interacted with Nick. Now you've gotten to know him.
Yes. I mean, Nick, like you said, he just the way even Karen said, I talk to him every day. And it made, as you were describing him, I thought, yes. And also he has a business that he runs, a family, children. Like he has his plate full and has taken this on for the past 3 years. And again, has become an amazing friend to Karen. And you can see that, that you can see all the love that she has for him and vice versa. And he's not, when you see him walking in and out of court, he's just doing his thing. Like he's not there for the spotlight or to take interviews. He's just a person that you could tell just has her back. So
he's not about himself. Like
right.
He's not about himself. He's not someone who applauds himself. He's just a very selfless guy. He just is he just seems like a really good guy and good friend. He's not a rah-rah guy. But it's been a pleasure to collaborate with him. I never thought that I would sort of get to know him the way that Bea and I have gotten to know him. So yeah. And as well, we want to get him on again. Here's the episode I want to do. I told you about this the other day, right, Bea?
Yes. Okay.
I want to do an episode called The Two Paisans with Boston Brandy and Nick Rocco. So I really want to do that episode. I have not asked Nick about that yet. So, okay. Nick says for right now, a lot of the content will be members only to help raise more. Oh, okay. Then we will we'll take care of that straight away and become a member of that. So that certainly makes sense to me. Let's take care of that and become members. And I would encourage all of you to become a member of the Read Files. I don't care if you have to give up your membership to this channel and put the money towards becoming a member of the Read Files. We don't need it. But those guys, Karen does need it, because Bea and I both have a career outside of this. This is our hobby, something that we do for fun. So if you want to get rid of your cab membership and get a Read Files membership, I would encourage you to do that. Yeah, should we do another one? What do you think?
What? Oh. So, do you want to show that preview of, okay, so
Yeah.
do you want to either show the clip of what's coming on in 15 minutes, and then we'll talk about the other special?
Yeah, what is the other, what preview? Is it of Rotten Mango or what?
No, it was Boozy's.
I can show you that. Yeah.
Yeah, it has the,
okay.
It's an interview with the, with the star who plays Karen.
Okay, let me do that. Give me a second to get that up on screen. Thank you for reminding me of that. Remind me with your salary and all that stuff. Okay. All right.
And then the last thing if I would like to touch on is that the special episode coming up.
Let's see if we can get this to come up. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, so much fun. All right, share screen. There goes Boozy Beauty. Thank you, Boozy. There we go. Okay. Here we go.
I mean, it happened so quickly from when my friend approached me to, I think it was 72 hours by the time that I was filming. So
what? I did wonder, because this is so quick.
Yeah,
this is very quick turnaround.
We wrapped in November.
No
so
way.
It was very fast.
Were you familiar with the case?
I actually was not.
Okay.
Everybody else and their mother was.
Yeah. It's like that.
Or even opportunity to speak to Karen Read, was that ever available to you?
No, I thought about it, but it was just not something, again, given the time, was not available.
But you thought about it.
Yeah, if I would have had longer, a little bit more, like a month or two. The second, we started talking with Lifetime, I
went down the rabbit hole.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I did a deep dive, and I was hooked. I mean, I understand sort of why America was hooked.
Yeah.
Well, if I did get a chance to meet her, this is what I would want to ask after having portrayed her in the film.
I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Yeah. That is a good question.
Did you do it?
No. Part of it, well, first of all, this movie, obviously, she being accused of killing her boyfriend, but that is the whole point of it, is this man, John O'Keefe, he lost his life. And I'm hoping people take away from this movie, almost looking at it like a tribute to his life, because there's so much information on Karen Read on the internet, but there's not a lot about John O'Keefe. And
That's actually a great point. Yeah.
He was a really good man. I mean, he took over his sister's kids because he lost his sister.
Oh, wow.
And everything I've read about him, which is not a lot, playing her, like I said, I have to believe what she believes. So, and then coming out of that, not being long ago, I don't think I have a.
You haven't processed it.
Again, I had 72 hours. So
yeah, that's not a lot of prep time.
I immersed myself and flooded myself with as much information as possible. But
absolutely.
Well, Karen was run down, I think, too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That might have put you right in the right space.
All right. And so if there's nothing, I'm going to read what's been said here. That's okay. The press tour for Karen Read Lifetime movie has felt noticeably underwhelming for those of us who truly understand the depth and complexity. And this is from Boozy Beauty. So I'm talking about, when I talk about Boozy Beauty here, I'm talking about a brilliant analyst. I'm talking about somebody, she's a member of Canton Chronicles with our friend John Camo, who's also a brilliant analyst. And lo and behold, go figure, he finds a brilliant analyst like himself to be on the show with him. And Boozy Beauty is brilliant. Don't take her name, anything like that, and sort of conflate that into something else. She is a brilliant analyst, and a dogged and determined analyst at that. She is going to be on an episode we're going to talk to you about shortly here on Calling All Beings But before we get to that, let's take a read on this and see what we got here. So that probably looks a little better to you guys. Okay. First, the production appears rushed. Actress Katie Cassidy has stated that she was not familiar with the case prior to being cast and had only 72 hours to prepare before filming began. While much of the information is technically public, anyone who has followed this case know that the real story lives in the details. There simply is no way to absorb pretrial hearings that expose evidence being withheld, such as John O'Keefe's clothing, the preferential treatment afforded to certain witnesses, deleted messages prior to phone extractions, direct lines of communication with MSP and the DA. This is brilliant. And the deeply troubling overlap between investigators and witnesses. Overlap is a very kind word that's used right there. Overlap. It's okay, because it's really more like collusion. That level of understanding cannot be rushed. Secondly, Cassidy confirmed that she never spoke with Karen Read before filming, citing time constraints. That, again, is a direct consequence of a rushed production. Without that conversation, she was never able to gain an intimate understanding of the person she was portraying or of Karen Read's relationship with John O'Keefe beyond what could be gleaned from courtroom footage. Third, when asked whether she had any questions she would want to ask Read, Cassidy responded that she didn't know. That is just absurd. Like, I mean, this is, to me, this is the reason why, I won't watch, but I hope you do. Just because these kind of things really bother me. It's the same reason I didn't watch some of the testimony. For many of us who have followed this case closely, that answer is alarming. Most of us could easily list 10 questions without hesitation. Finally, Cassidy has repeated the claim that John O'Keefe has been forgotten in all of this, a talking point frequently pushed by anti-Karen Read commentators. That claim is simply false. Many of us remain engaged precisely because we are fighting for justice for John O'Keefe. If Cassidy had been given the time to truly prepare, she would have seen the reality faced by Norfolk County residents: abuse of police power, false arrests, witnesses hiring private investigators to stalk and harass civilians, and systemic failures that go far beyond one trial. None of us have forgotten John, and it is deeply offensive to suggest otherwise, especially coming from someone paid to portray a central figure in this case. Equally troubling was the attempt.
So quickly.
Equally troubling was the attempt to equate Cassidy being sick, quote, sick, unquote, at the start of filming with the years of trauma Karen Read endured because she was too, quote, run down, unquote. Did Cassidy know that Karen Read was so ill at one point during the trial that proceedings had to be stopped entirely? Did she know that this is part of an ongoing battle with the serious health issues Karen lives with every day? Accused, the Karen Read story, airs on Lifetime January 10th at 8 p.m. It will be available for replay through providers with Lifetime TV access. Bea, what say you, my friend?
I mean, I definitely don't like the fact that they didn't consult with Karen. Of course, the nosy part of me is going to want to watch it. I do plan on watching it.
Sure.
And I do want to just see how they portray this as opposed to the other, the 2020. But again, we know the story. I just want to see how it's portrayed.
What Standing Stone said right there. We read the book. They made the movie. Exactly right. I don't know what GMI means. GMTA. I don't know. Good to meet you, maybe? I don't know. So yeah. I have difficulty with, you were able to and did rightly consume all of the courtroom testimony, every minute of it. And it informed you and it was great for you. I couldn't because the lying really, really bothered me. Adam says, this is attorney Adam Teeper. I'm going to watch it knowing full well I'll probably get pissed. Yes. And this is why, because I'm already, just being in the community gets you pissed with some of the stuff you see around here. So I try to, kind of maintain. I guess like what we could finish with here, if you'll give me a minute, we're going to put something up on screen. We don't want this to overshadow what we finna do. But let me see if I can. Oh, man, I sent this to you. Is it here? No, where is it? Pia, is this it? Oh, okay. So it's something else we want to talk to you about. Boom. Whoa.
Yes.
Here we go. Hold on. Should we make it go?
Oh boy.
All right. All right. Logic, lipstick, and laughter with Boston's Bea and Brandy and Boozy Beauty. Talk to me, Bea.
Yes, this is something that I actually was putting together behind the scenes, and until I put it all together, I didn't present it to DJ. So the other day I called him and I said, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And of course he couldn't say no.
Yes. I mean, why would I? I'd have to
So
be
he'll be holding it down in the back room again. Because it's going to be an all ladies episode. So exactly. But you did do a great job. You always do a great job backstage. And thank you for always being my biggest cheerleader and telling me, go ahead, you crazy Cuban, just do whatever. Exactly. So I will be announcing the date soon, very soon. So.
Yeah, it is a very exciting thing for us, Ruby. We don't want to look like Charlie from Charlie's Angels in the finance. That is so perfect, D-Mott.
Oh, D-Mott.
We want to hold off on this because we don't want to a non-hostile takeover or hostile. It just depends on what day.
Right? Yes, girls' night out.
Girls. Okay, so the thing is we don't want to tell them about the overshadowing.
Well, we have the fundraiser coming up Friday, and I just didn't want to give a date until we get through that. But yeah, we will be announcing it. I mean, not that, I feel, but it's not on the same night, obviously. So it's just one has nothing. They're on different dates. But I just wanted to, make sure we get through the fundraiser and then we'll announce it. Yep. We're staying focused.
We want to focus on, does that make me Bosley? You're Bosley. Tom Bosley. I love it.
Thank you, Ruby. She said you two are a great pair together.
Thank you, Ruby. Thank you very much, Ruby. Yeah, it's going to be a great show. We just want to put all our focus on raising money for Karen. And then we got to talk to the other crew about the in-person event. We got a couple details. If we get the talent, once we get the talent booked, then we'll announce it.
Yeah.
We want to get the talent booked. That's basically what it comes down to. And then after that, it's going to get real up in here with these three.
This will definitely be before that.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Because I'm just going to be hitting the gong, hitting the applause, and just wilding
in the
out.
background. Oh my God. And you know what the thing does? I don't know if you hear it. It does a really soft one before the big one comes on. Do you hear it on your end too?
No, it's because it's still finishing. Like it's the end of the previous gong. That's why.
Okay,
So
because every time
it loops around. Yeah.
Oh, because when you're about to do it, I hear it softly, and all of a sudden the big one comes through.
I know. That's why. So I have to wait till it loops. That's the problem. It's a looping thing. So
yes, we will be announcing it very soon, and probably within the next few days.
So we'll announce it. Yeah. When do you want to announce it? Now that you mention that,
I know. I'm thinking by Wednesday.
Okay. So Wednesday. Oh, we got someone else in there.
Yes. Who?
Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
Yes.
I forgot to turn on subscriber mode. If you would be kind, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Please. I didn't turn on subscriber mode only, so it's easy. You can just go and chat and do your thing, but we would really appreciate if you would subscribe because we ended up at the same place we started after we did the big Karen Read event. But yeah, is that Dana Leonard? I think it says Dana Leonard. Hi, Dana Leonard. Welcome. Legacy Play. Okay, so for Dennis, Legacy Play standout tomorrow, 10 to 12. All signs are welcome, whether it's Sandra, Just En Route, Enrique Delgado Garcia, Karen Read, Kelsey Fitzsimmons, whatever you decide to support. And we got to work on a Kelsey We would love
Yes.
to do a Kelsey Fitzsimmons fundraiser. So we got to work on that as well. We want to be careful about how often we ask you guys to donate. So that's a thing. We realize everybody has limited, funds that they can use. Donnie Not Wahlberg, thank you. Fantabulous channel to support. You know what it is? It's really you guys that make it. You guys are the ones that bring the positivity. There are shows you go to where there are people that are making fun of other people that are, you're allowed to make fun of the McAlberts here. That's it. The McAlberts, you're allowed to tee off on anybody associated with the McAlberts, chief of, colonel of the Mass State Police, Jeff Noble, Commissioner Cox, who I guess is going to be on his way out. Those, it's okay. Anybody beyond that, we don't do any trashing of anybody here. So it's really, like you said, the best mods, the best people. We owe you a chat, Jules. So we'll get a signal chat up and running with Captain Harris, Sarah, yourself. We could throw Boston Brandy in there, even though she really doesn't mod very much. She's a superstar now, right?
She is.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? On Facebook, oh my gosh.
Facebook page?
No, I was going to mention attorney, oh my God. Why am I drawing? Brado writes the killer bees is what he wrote.
That's what's up, man. Everybody's going to be, you guys are going to knock that out of the park, man. There's something else we should share too now, Bea, which is this right here. The Cab merch store.
Yes, I'm actually wearing one of the shirts tonight.
You are. She happens to be a model for Cab, but if anybody,
I literally have like 7 of them. It's like my go-to wardrobe.
Dude, I didn't even know that, dude. Here it goes. Okay, so this is the Cab merch store, and this is not like a for-profit thing. It's really just to popularize the show type of thing. So all of these are available in an innumerable variety of colors. There are stickers. So if you're Cab, UFO, Bigfoot, that kind of stuff, that's here unexplained. And then there's the True Crime Unsolved, which is you guys right here. So you can get any of these in whatever color you want to get them, plus a mug or a water bottle. And we also have some stickers. So there's that. And there you go. You can just go to this store right here, the Calling All Beings merch store on myspreadshop.com. And I'll put
the link. Nice.
I will put the link. Cab merch store. And again, it's not a thing like, oh man, I hope people buy this so that we make money. It's really not for that. It's really just to spread word about the show, because we have a career, so we do not rely on Cab for money. I promise you. This is something we do for fun, and to be able to spread awareness. We have advocated for victims. We have had people send us information that we have then been able to use to investigate and so forth on things, but we don't do it for money. We don't need to do it for money, because that's not to say, look at us, we're rich. It's Calling All Beings merch. We just happen to be that we don't rely on YouTube to make our money. We have a career already that is able to serve our financial needs. So, and there's the True Crime Unsolved. This is the one I started. Cab has been in existence since 2021. Calling All Beings True Crime Unsolved, I started in about May or June of 2024. So that's kind of how it came about. And you can see a lot of different topics. We're going to get a music episode. I want to tell you about that, Bea. We haven't talked about this.
Oh.
The music episode, what I'm going to do for this one, you may have even mentioned this before. Everybody who's on the panel is going to get to pick a song.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So you're going to get to, so let's say there's 5 of us. You're going to get to pick a song.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah. You're going to get to pick a song. We're all going to get, and it's got to be, you have to pick a live YouTube video of that song, best performance. And then you can play it through as long as you want, all the way to the end. and then we'll talk about it.
All right. I like it.
I know we do have great rock stars here. We do. You guys are awesome. What is this here? That looks like it'd be the 3 Bs right there. Bea, Brandy, and Boozy.
Yeah.
Bees knees, no doubt, man. Can't imagine what they felt like watching KR go through 2 persecutions. Fairly new grandmother, and I don't really like the world our kids are growing up with, protected with everything you got. Conlin. So do you want to speak to that, Bea, about Karen Read and what she went through?
Well, I mean, that's what we're trying to prevent is the next Karen Read. Even when she talked on the show, she talked about Lampron being such an issue. Like she's doing things not only to help herself, because having gone through this,
Explain what Lampron real quick so
Lampron is when you go to a judge asking for that, you say you want to search somebody's phone, then you also have to give reasons why you think. You almost have to tell them what you think is on that phone for you to get the order saying, yes, go ahead and get it. So you almost have to, how do you know what somebody has on could potentially have on their phone if you haven't seen it? Like it's a different thing with Procta, what's come out. But even that took the feds, right? So it's, you know. But anyways.
You don't know what you don't know.
Right.
So how can you ask for something when you don't know what they might have said? You know, now you got to just guess. About today's, I agree. This is a very difficult world. We've talked about this because Bea raised a daughter who's now 19 or 20. She 20 yet?
19.
19. No. So, not long out of high school. I would have preferred, I've talked about this to my high school friends.
I have 2.
No, I know. But I mean, recently in the,
okay.
Yeah, he's 12 years out of high school. So, but where you wouldn't be have access to the internet and social media, because the bullying can continue even when you go home. When you think, okay, I'm out of school and now I don't have to worry about, we do have V-neck tank tops.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. In fact, the one that you're looking at right there is a V-neck. And let me see what else is in there.
So you can click on it. But I mean, the thing is that you want to give your children the tools that they need, because, we can't protect them from everything, but you can only give them the tools, right? So it is a scary world, but if you have good values, good support system, it is scary. I remember my daughter used to say to me, you don't know what it's like. TikTok was big back then, just a couple of years ago. And it's like people would make fun of you for anything, and they would film you during school hours when you're not suspecting and post that online.
And
it
TikTok.
Is very and
yes
Cheaper. So it is a scary world, but all you can do is your best, and you can't protect them from everything or everyone, but you could definitely give them the tools that they need. Keeping an open dialogue, especially these teenagers that don't like to talk a lot. That's when you have to talk to them even more, and understand what they're going through, and keep that open line of communication. It's very hard because when they're teenagers, they shut down a lot and don't want to talk, but you eventually get through.
And congratulations on Conlan 4, because she had a Thanksgiving Day granddaughter. So congratulations. On that. That's awesome. I have a 16-year-old. What the duck says, and life is so different. Yeah, yes. It really is. It really is. I do not. Sherry says, Renee, I was an L&D nurse and 10 years, and I transferred to NICU for another 22. Wow.
Yeah, labor and delivery.
Wow. Yeah. Labor. Man, I may not know what the other one you said. What's the other one?
DTI LTV.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is, but
I didn't know if you knew. Sorry.
No, I do know that one. Labor and delivery. Even though I don't have kids, I know what labor and delivery is.
Okay.
So love babies. I know, right? What's better than seeing a baby brought into the world? Is beautiful. I envy all of you and think you guys are awesome for doing What the Duck. It's such a different world today. Everyone's offended by everything. Toughen up America. Yeah, there is some degree to that, but I would tell you this about that, Conland. I had, I come from Air Force Special Ops Command. That's my background, professionally as a active duty and as a civilian. And I have heard people say this, and then you would be surprised. The first one offended that would get angry at some sort of comment would be that person. That person said everybody needs to toughen up. They're too soft. Then you say 1, 2 thing, and they're ready to cry. So a lot of people say that and are not quite as durable or tough themselves. So I would say that to you, suggest that that can be a double-edged sword. A lot of people will say, hey, toughen up. And then you say, hey man, why'd you do that? So, hey man, what are you questioning me? How dare you, or something. So I would just tell you that I've more often than not, that's what I've seen.
And I think too, having the right tools and the right support system, because I think children, you can't just say toughen up. You need to give examples of how to toughen up, right? You can't just say do this and that. You need to explain how it's done. And what can you do when you're in this situation, and treat them and speak to them, not like they're babies when they're teenagers. You need to speak to them age appropriately and teach them about life. You know what I mean?
Well, let me say it like this. Critique and criticism is a big part of being in AFSOC. You are going to get critiqued and criticized to make it in that world. You're going to get critiqued and criticized on your performance. And you have to be willing to take that in and see how you can improve yourself, or you need to get out and go somewhere else. So these are these people that would say they're so rough and tough and nobody could take anything and you can't say anything to anyone and people are too soft in America. And then you give them one critique and criticism and they're ready to fucking lose it. So then obviously you're not as tough as you want everybody else to be. So I just say to people what Julie says right here. It costs nothing to be nice and kind. And sometimes when you have to be critical, you are, but always be critical of yourself first and criticize yourself and figure out how you can improve your performance or improve yourself as a person, as a colleague, as a friend, as a co-host, as a human being, and then offer criticism to someone else. Don't criticize anybody unless you're willing to criticize yourself first.
And also,
this is my advice.
Respect. You're not going to like everybody you meet. You just have to be respectful. So you're not
Exactly
going to
right.
like all your friends. Just respect them and respect yourself enough not to put anybody else down. Because a lot of this, people put other people down when they're insecure themselves. They project how they feel about themselves. So they tearing people down, they think is building them up when it shouldn't be that way. Just respect your peers.
Yeah, and I'll say this. So thank you for saying that, Conlin. I'm the type of former serviceman that feels like I was lucky to get an opportunity. I wasn't the smartest guy. I don't think I behaved as well in my 20s as I should have, and I was really happy to get an opportunity. So I'm thankful to the Air Force for giving me an opportunity. I don't think I necessarily deserved it, but I'm thankful that my recruiter believed in me and gave me a chance. And the same thing when I progressed up with different ranks and different opportunities that I got, I was very thankful to get them and didn't think that it was owed to me or I was entitled to anything. I just felt, as a kid who was a special eds kid in high school, I felt very fortunate to get the opportunities I did, both at Dean College in your beautiful state of Massachusetts and in the Air Force.
And I'll give one more little piece of advice, especially with teenage girls. So girls, they get to this age that they want to wear all this makeup, and it's like picking your battles. I did not make a big deal. My daughter, when she was like 13, 14, used to wear a lot of makeup, and I would just be like, you know what? Could it be worse? Yes. So I let it go. I didn't make a big deal out of it. Now that she's 19, she barely wears makeup. She wore more makeup at 13 and 14 than she does at almost 20. go figure. I didn't make a big deal out of it, so I would say pick your battles too, because some battles, like if it's not a big deal, like let it go. Is it if it's not hurting anybody? She thinks she looks prettier with all this makeup on. Let her be. You know.
Great advice from a great mom, right there. Now, Renee, let me qualify here. When you have egregious, vile douchebags like Proctor, I'm not suggesting being kind to somebody like him. His behavior, we say in this community, we say a lot, you reap what you sow. And the way that you can conduct and comport yourself, whether it's online on Twitter or on a YouTube show, is what you are wanting the universe to give you back. So you have to think about that. If you want to act in a way that is attacking or degrading or sort of analyzing in a way to put other people down, then kind of like that's what's going to come back to you. Proctor is that kind of guy. He is the kind of guy that did that to Karen Read, who said vile things to his sister about Karen Read, to his high school friends, people where he violated OPSEC in talking about the Karen Read case. So those types of things, that type of guy, I don't care what happens to that guy. I reserve my sympathy for people who are kind to others and trying to help others in some way, whatever capacity that is. We're not here to have a measuring stick of who's helping who. But I'm looking at this person down here, and this person has contributed to the movement in a number of ways. She has spent many, many hours standing out with a sign in all kinds of weather. She has gone to these nacho nights, dive bars, Star Drive-In stuff. She has gone to the court. She's done a show now to advocate. She's done all kinds of different things. Okay, so that kind of person is doing something back. I'm not counting her money and how much money she spent. I know what, and I don't demand that anybody give an accounting of what they've spent and what they've donated. She has donated in a number of ways. And that is the thing. That's the kind of person that I'm looking for in the movement. I'm not looking for a mouth who just has a mouth. I'm looking for somebody who is doing something, whatever that happens, whatever your contribution is, even if it's just here, just chatting with us and encouraging us to talk about it and giving us ideas to think about. Those are the kinds of things that I celebrate. Let me get rid of this thing off the screen here. Those are the kinds of things that I'm talking about. You don't have to give a dime of your money if you don't want to, don't care. But if you're encouraging us to continue this fight, and we're thinking one day after we've seen a lot of things that are very upsetting, say, you know what? I went on and you guys really made us feel better about what we're doing. That can be all we need to keep going. Do we have the link to the Karen Read show? I do not.
No.
It's on Lifetime. Yeah.
The show is on Lifetime, but yeah. So I didn't know she was talking, but it will. As far as the fundraiser, will be streamed on Calling All Beings, Youth, Young Jurks, James Jackson, JFK, the Read Files will also be streaming it.
Brian LTL,
and Brian LTL.
Brian LTL. Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Yep. So we'll all Calling All Beings. We're all going to be streaming on it. I don't care where you watch it. You don't have to watch it on our channel.
Right.
I don't care whose channel you watch it on. Just support somebody. Support Karen Read.
Right.
Like what he said.
And
are you a guy or
okay.
a gal? I guess you're a guy. I don't know.
And so watching helps, and also just spreading awareness on your social media. That's word of mouth. I mean, right now, Rotten Mangoes has gotten 6.6 million views just off the little clip that they did saying that it's coming on Monday. This stuff works if you just keep talking about it. And that's why we're more than 6 months after the criminal trial, and we're still talking about it.
This is what Conlan said.
It's true.
This is a common mistake. It's throughout human history. Some people will mistake your kindness for weakness.
Yes.
I've had it happen in my professional life. And when I become aggressive with somebody, they are one of those persons that thought that because I'm very kind and respectful that I was weak. And then they would usually find out the hard way that that's not the case. And like I said, I come from an environment that it's fairly aggressive. So that's all I can say to you about that. London's great, but sadly not like you would remember. It's changing rapidly and not for the good. I live in the countryside. I wouldn't move to a city now. Thank you very much, Ruby. It's very, very kind of you to support us. We thought we had lost you like a week ago, so I'm glad we still have you. Nacho Night sounds refreshing. Yeah, I would recommend that. Is in JJ Grimsby's. What town is that in?
Stoneham.
Stoneham. Thank you. The movie is already making me shake. Yeah, and that's why. Yeah, exactly.
And we meet every other week. So we just met this past
World War I. Oh my God!
the
wow.
6th. So the 20th will be the next one.
Oh wait, I can move this. You could do. You want to try that? See if it works.
It won't work for me.
Do
It's only you. You're the only one.
No,
with
wait.
the
Try it again. Try it again. Try it again.
No, I don't have those things.
We need to call your congressman. Let me know who your congressman is up there. I'm not sure. Okay. Wow, what an insult to Karen Rob Sachs playing is definitely not Sandra. Okay. That's cold. And Renee says the same as what D-Mart said, kindness for weakness, yeah, and that kind of thing. Or no, actually, Conland said that, but D-Mart said something analogous to that. They got Paul blowing her kiss too. Oh man, Ken, I was born in 1957, not the world I was. No, I know things are quite different now. You know, I mean, oh look at this, Mistaken American is how I win. I'm like, yeah, that's right, Attorney Teeper. You don't want to go up against him in court in Massachusetts. Thank you so much, Ruby. That is very kind. And yeah, that phone call thing is still open for myself and Boston Bea. And there is none other than Florida's Brenna O'Brien. For God's sakes, man. If you ever want to talk about Crohn's or autoimmune, that's what Renee is dealing with right now. And it's got to be very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Just being in the hospital. DJ superpower. I don't have any superpowers. I'm a 70s kid. That's what's up. I love the 70s, man. It was a great time. I'm so happy that I grew up when I did. All right. I think we're ready to get out of here, huh?
Yes. Well, so catch us. So next show will probably be the fundraiser, right? Unless we do something midweek.
That is correct. So unless we decide to do something this week, we're working on getting, we haven't been successful yet. We're working on getting Lana from Truth and Transparency. She's been working on the Spencer and Monique Tepe murder that occurred in Columbus, Ohio. For those of you who are unaware, Spencer and Monique were murdered in their bed. Their children did not wake up, but when the police were banging on the door, they heard the children, and then they went in the house. So Lana has been doing an on-scene investigation of that. She lives maybe within walking distance, definitely within driving distance. So yeah, Lana Oriani from Truth and Transparency. She's a brilliant analyst. She's been working on the Spencer and Monique Tepe murder in Columbus. This has happened on December 30th. So good night, beautiful people. Thank you, mods. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, everybody. All of you people rock, and you make this an honor and a pleasure to do. So we'll keep coming back because you keep coming back. Thank you, Mr. Sweeney. Any final words, Boston?
No, I'm really looking forward to the fundraiser. I think it's going to be another great one. And yeah, let's keep spreading awareness. If you can't donate, it's not a big problem. Just help us spread the word, and that's your contribution. the viewership is contribution. Like, subscribe, do all the things, and
Encourage us to
encourage. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So on behalf of our mod jewels, all of you in the chat, there's so many of you that just made our night tonight. We were like, oh man, we're going to throw a show together. Thank you so much for being here. We love you very much. On behalf of Boston Bea and myself,